Hello everyone and welcome back to more Vampire the Masquerade Shadows of New York. When we last left off, we had just went and met with Hope, spoke with her and her security assistant Nastia. Learned a little bit about what's going on there. Hope was put into a position of power she didn't want by her sire, who she hates, and we went and confronted him, and he may or may not have killed the Baron, which is unfortunate. I wanted to do that myself. What if I was going to take joy in killing that bastard? But no. Vita is missing in action, and somebody else killed him. So I don't know if my character from Kotori's is dead. We know that my sire is dead. She was decapitated in front of us. But we don't know if the character I played is dead. I'm gonna assume that she is, unfortunately. So yeah, we're gonna go ahead and rest so we can start the next day. Night. Oh, you're up early. Yeah, told you. Got work to do. I stretch. That's admirable. Reminds me of that one quote you always used to throw around. A lot of people say you can't smoke dope and get drunk when you got kids, and that's not true. You can, but you still gotta get up in the morning. That's being responsible. Interesting quote there, Dakota. That's the one. I never understood why it was so hilarious to you. Neither did I. I just accepted the mystery and made it my personal credo. I'm a responsible person. Are you planning to have kids? Not in a million years. By the way, you've got mail. An envelope by the door. From Kadir. Inside is a message saying he won't be able to make it tonight, but we'll rendezvous tomorrow to meet D'Angelo. He wants me to lay low until then, and to stay in this apartment, if possible. Apparently nobody knows where Tamika is. They only know she's in trouble, and he doesn't want me near it. Well, what is it? That's literally how I responded to the question, so let's go with that. Sorry, it's, top secret. Shit, almost caught myself putting you at risk. Whew. Anyway, I should get going. It would be fun to spend some more time together, you know. Dakota, you know this is important to me. I know, but I'd like to know I'm important to you as well. That makes two of us. Just a few more days. I'll find the killer, kick his ass, get a promotion, and we'll do something we've never done before. Like what? Good question. I'll think of something. For now, catch up with your work. I need to get going. Fine. Good luck. Stay safe. You know it. This place is weirdly empty tonight. Yeah, well. I'll have the usual. I feel there's a big what are we doing in this relationship talk coming if I don't change my ways. Honestly, I'm kind of surprised it hasn't already happened. But most of the time, Dakota has seemed happy enough just listening to the stories of my unlife. Even if it's all boring and normal to me, it's exotic and engrossing to her. So I have that going for me. Well. I have no idea what to do tonight, so I'll just do the obvious thing and wing it. These vagabond shoes are longing to stray right through the very heart of it, or however it went. Time to lose myself in these busy streets and pray that the answers I'm looking for are out there. And if they're not, maybe I'll at least find some amusement or blood instead. Let's see. Prince of Cats. I need to resolve this thing with Dakota, as if going around in circles on behalf of the court wasn't stressful enough. Maybe a visit to some quiet neighborhood will help clear my head. Or camera shyness. No, I don't want to be a part of your goddamn interview. Look, can I not be bothered for one goddamn second? You're not. I kind of want to go check out Prince of Cats. Because cats. Who doesn't like cats? So let's go there. Check out the Prince of Cats. There it is, that distinct vibe of Manhattan's residential area. I don't know if my mic picked that up. I sniffed. I don't know if my mic picked that up at all. And an unmistakable scent of casserole enveloping the surroundings in a heavenly aura. The atmosphere of desolation makes it feel more like purgatory, though. There's not a single soul in sight. And crap. Looks like I'm not alone after all. Some guy exerts himself climbing a nearby tree. I instinctively take a step into the shadows and remain outside his line of sight, but I can barely see anything from where I stand. Move closer. My inner voyeur is squirming for some details. I move a few steps closer, keeping to the shadows. For a good while, all I can hear is heavy panting. Come on, dude. This oak isn't even that tall. It sure looks like it's the first time the guy ever tried climbing a tree. Could be. It takes a long time for the mysterious trespasser to steady his breath and carry on. As soon as he crawls out of the tree's crown, the dim streetlight reveals the face of a young guy in his early 20s. Against the spectacular night sky, and with his exaggeratedly tormented, romantic gaze, he truly looks like a hero, befitting the cover of Harlequin paperback. He sizes up one of the longer branches. Seems sturdy enough and nearly reaches a narrow window on the second floor. Still, the guy is hesitant. Alright, no biggie, just eyes on the prize. He moves a few steps along the branch, his feet slipping every other step on his way to the window. By some inexplicable fluke, he manages to keep his balance. Once he makes it far enough, the branch slowly bends under his weight. He kneels down, probably calculating his chances to make it over the windowsill. My guy, if you pull this off, it will be a legit miracle. What? Is somebody there? Ah, shit. Should have been more careful. The trespasser pivots rapidly, startled by the sound of my voice. Just as he notices me, he loses his footing and dives straight into the front yard of the nearest house. Ah, shit! He drops to the ground with a muffled thump. Luckily for him, the lawn hasn't been trimmed for a while, and the tall grass cushions his landing. Somewhat. As soon as he recovers, the guy gets up and starts limping toward the fence. He tries to climb over, but quickly ends up back on the ground, clutching his leg in pain. He turns to me and starts begging under his nose. Okay, that's a weird phrase. Hey, you! Oh, shit. Please, I'm hurt. Do me a solid and open the gate. Well, with his ankle twisted, he's not going to get out of this mess on his own. And it's not like I'm particularly law-abiding. I guess I'll break the gate lock. Why shouldn't I help him? Just stay where you are. Don't move. I don't know how to... And shut the fuck up. Relax. I got this. In 2 swift, bouncy steps, I reach the front gate. Obviously, it's locked, but it's not like that ever stopped me before. Once I'm sure no one can see me, I focus my strength on the gate and pry until the quiet crack announces that the lock has given. The extraction goes as smoothly as it ever could. I get in quickly, take the guy by his arm, and help him slowly limp out of the front yard. I let go of him a few steps later. He leans against the fence with noticeable relief. Ouch. Thanks, man. Really appreciate that. The hell were you doing up there? Well, this is embarrassing. More than falling on your ass like that? He chuckles lightly and looks up at the window. The same one he was trying to reach a few moments ago. This is gonna sound pathetic as hell, but my crush lives in this house. Her shithead father kind of hates my guts, so we get together in secret. Because of her folks nagging, she can't seem to make up her mind about us. She explicitly told me not to swing by her house, but you thought it was a good idea to climb up the walls of her keep like a goddamn Prince Charming and break your neck in her front yard? My remark really gets to him. Yeah, but what can I do? Give up on her when in my heart of hearts, I know she loves me just as much as I love her. Okay, Romeo. It ain't easy being this cheesy. She got you good, huh? That she does. Well. Oh, I don't want to feed on him. And if I throw a rock, I'm probably going to break the damn window. Well, I don't know that confronting the father is the best idea. Like, confrontation doesn't seem like the right way to go. You know, it's just I don't like confrontation. So I'm gonna say throw a rock. Tough shit, pal. Think fast. I pick up a round pebble and toss it at the window. In a few seconds, it opens with the creak of a wooden frame, followed by the muffled but undeniable. Good fucking word. I'm sorry, I'm dyslexic. Followed by the muffled but undeniably happy voice of the resident. Prince, what are you doing down here? I told you. God, is his name really Prince? Babe, I have something important to tell you. Can we talk for a moment? She hesitates for a second, but quickly jumps back into her room. Break a leg, lover boy. Maybe not literally this time. He nods at me with gratitude while frantically dusting his jacket off, readying himself for the surprise rendezvous. I give him a casual salute and leave. As I walk away, I just hear smooching coming from the front yard. Makes me smile, if only a little. My peeping eye scores another victory. What a cute story. Heartwarming, nostalgic. Just too bad it's too cliche to steal from my writing. What? You don't write anymore? Yeah, but it's not like you can simply stop thinking like a writer. Gotta use that energy elsewhere somehow. But for now, let's just start heading downtown. All of a sudden, the world ends. Everything stops. I'm lost in the darkness, and there's not even a heartbeat to guide me. Like sleep paralysis, except it feels as if I suddenly woke up from reality instead of a dream. Instinctively, I react to it the same way I used to react whenever I woke up in the middle of the night. Aware, but not able to move or speak. I just wait for it to pass. But instead of slowly regaining control, I just see a bizarre room emerge from the darkness. Look at her. Flesh refusing its fate. It is. Okay, get it. It is not the one you were looking for, is it? He was led like a lamb to the slaughter, and as a sheep is silent before the shears, he did not open his mouth. There is none righteous, not even one. There is none who understands. There is none who seeks God. All turned aside together. They have become useless. Punctuation. I need it, man. If anyone curses his father or mother, he must be put to death. Raging waves of the sea, foaming up their own shame, wandering stars for whom is reserved blackness, darkness forever. Can't say that I'm recognizing the silhouettes. For we wrestle not against flesh and blood, but against principles, against powers, against the rulers of the darkness of this world, against spiritual wickedness in high places. And in those days shall men seek death, and shall not find it, shall desire to die, death shall flee from them. Whenever I become one with the darkness, there's always this nagging fear that it might be impossible to become the normal me again. And instead of the shadows returning to normal, I will let my consciousness be dragged somewhere else, somewhere between the worlds. Somewhere like this, wherever this is. This is the first time that fear has come true. Are you afraid? Bad idea to answer. Don't do it. Yes. Excellent. 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 I think I need to sit in this chair. I think I need to sit in this chair. Well, I got a whole lot of options here, let me tell you. I sit in the chair. Still in the lean years and unworthy of joining the rest. However, the path is open, and it is a path of obligation, liability, a debt that will be repaid one day. And when she asks you what brought you here, let your response be sentence of death. Suddenly, I feel my mind beginning to drift away from here. I am slowly starting to regain control over my thoughts. No, you aren't. I am. Fine. Think whatever you want. I find myself in a dark corner, leaning against a wet, cold brick wall. I think I'm conscious again, back from wherever it was, awake, but in an unfamiliar place. Well, let's just hope it's still in New York City. I emerge from the shadows to see where I am. The source of light above my head momentarily blinds me, causing me to instinctively raise my hand. As I do, I hit some sort of garbage bag with my hand. It falls to the floor, letting loose a metallic din. The fuck? Drinka! Woman. I feel her hand grabbing my clothes. She brutally drags me closer. With one of my hands already above my head, I raise the other. Easy, peace. I mean no harm. How long have you been here? I don't know. I've got no idea what I'm doing. Here, or in general, really. Like, sometimes the forces I control figure out how to control me. What are you, junkie? No. You're kindred. Yeah. Keep your shit together, damn it. I'm Julia Sawinski, the representative of the La Sombra in New York City. Camarilla? Uh-huh. I'm a Camarilla investigator. Well, if you came here to catch me, you're gonna be sorry you tried, Miss La Sombra. No. Stop right there. I wasn't ordered to catch anybody. Just investigating Douglas Callahan's death. This surprises her. She loosens her grip slightly. Callahan is dead? Nothing left but a rotten carcass and a musty robe. Well, I'll be damned. I've been off the grid for too long. What brought you here? A memory from a different world pops up in my head. Yeah, I think I know the right answer. A scent of death. She lets me go. I rub my eyes and finally get a good look at her face. I love Tamika. I love Gangrels. It's my favorite clan. She's gorgeous, and judging by her nomadic clothes and the particularly fierce aura, she's probably an outlander. No, can't click it. We'll have a talk, you and I. God, I love her. Sure. What's your name? Tamika. Pass me a smoke, will you? If only it could. My heart would skip a beat right now. Tamika. I guess once again, someone out there led me to the proper path. Yeah, sure. When I pass her a cigarette, I realize I'm standing in something wet. Something that smells tasty. I look at my feet and see a puddle of water mixed with blood. Oh, I get it. Oh! Well then! Were these guys First Light? The high-powered guns and expensive-looking outfits. Flashbangs, tasers, all chosen specifically to combat the undead. I recognize that equipment from some horror stories I've heard. First Light. Oh god. USSOCOM? Whatever they call themselves. Oh, SI. They all bleed out the same, usually before I have the chance to ask them a single question. Government-funded inquisitors. Some claim they're connected to the U.S. government. Some claim they're supported by the anti-kindred faction of the Holy See. Some have even wilder theories. This all by yourself? Have you seriously seen nothing? Nothing at all? Shake my head. Believe it or not, I have no idea how I got here. Just kind of let the shadows guide me. Is that a Lasombra thing? Never actually talked to any of you. No idea what you guys can actually do. Still learning the ropes myself. Go with the flow and all that. My embrace was just a few months ago. Huh. So you folks are with the Ivory Tower now. As I checked, you were with the Sabbat. Cammies wouldn't forgive all of the trouble you've caused them overnight. Again, I'm practically still a neonate. Just know there's a lot of bad blood between my clan and the others, and that I can expect at least one glare of pure contempt whenever I visit Elysium. Huh. See. We smoke in silence for a short while. You killed them all yourself? Is there a large SI presence in New York City? I thought I fucking muted you. Sorry, that was my phone. Boop. Now it's muted. Are you alone? Is there a large SI presence? Well, did you kill them all yourself? You haven't answered my question. Did this all by yourself? Yeah. I've been hunting these guys for the past few months. Aren't they extremely dangerous? Almost got me for good last year. Took me a few weeks to get back into action. And why are you doing this? These motherfuckers have an unfortunate tendency to hurt people I care about. My brothers, my sisters. See, I don't know how it is in other cities, but here, funny enough, they only seem to target marginalized and radicalized kindred, ones that could theoretically pose a threat to the current order. Meanwhile, the establishment in New York City hasn't really changed ever since Calibros stepped down. Quite the opposite, every SI raid in the city has only strengthened the old paradigm. Almost makes you think that their goal is something other than protecting the citizens from the blank body menace. Tamika throws her cigarette into the puddle, unfinished, and crushes it under her heel. Obviously has difficulty smoking. It's like she's only ever tried it a few times. I assume she saw me carrying a pack and decided to try it to calm her nerves after the battle. Or maybe she just wanted an excuse to make our conversation less awkward. Who knows? So, are you planning to snitch on me, Shadow Girl? And why would I do that? Let me get this straight. You really think I'm dumb enough to believe for 1 second that a Camarilla investigator would just so happen to stumble upon the alley where I just killed a bunch of SI motherfuckers? If so, you're the one who's dumb, sister. I don't care if you think I'm dumb. I don't care about SI. And I don't care if you believe it was a happy accident I met you. Especially considering not even the sheriff knows where you are. But I care about solving the mystery of Callahan's death. And as it happens, you're one of the pieces of the puzzle. What? What are you talking about? I found this on his body. Well, what remained of it. I show her the note. She tries to grab it and read it, but I don't let her. Aside from your name, we've got Hope, Agathon, and D'Angelo. You know any of them? Passingly. Any idea why Callahan would need a list of all of your names? I might know why, yeah? Do you? Absolutely. You know a man going by the name of Torque? Huh. Of course I do. You know about his connection to Boss Callahan, and by proxy, this list and me? No. I'm all ears. Well, too bad, because it's classified intel, sister. What do you mean by classified? Not free. Oh, great, as if I were in the position to, or could afford any sort of quid pro quo. Fine, let's hear it. What do you want? Motions toward the bodies. I've killed too many of these assholes. They're tightening their screws. As it is, New York City is no longer safe for someone like me. Well, not that it ever was. Oh man, racing for something unreasonable. What I need is a way out of the city. You offer that to me, I give you the intel you need. Huh. Would you look at that? That's something I can handle, actually. Yeah. Raises her eyebrows. That's a surprisingly confident answer for a practically still a neonate. I'm something of an immigration officer. Gotta say, you sound awfully close to a cop. Almost as bad. A bureaucrat. I know of a secret pathway that would lead you to the West Coast, 100% safe travel, and if you took it, you'd be untraceable. Sounds too good to be true. What's the catch? Wait until you see how much it costs. The only reason I know of this route is because a certain no-see criminal group reached out to me on account of my position and offered a mutually beneficial deal regarding illegal kindred travel. Normally I'd refuse, but they offered me the only thing that can buy me a lot of cash. Fine then. Money's not an issue. Now that's something I never had a chance to ever say in earnest. Okay then. Okay, so who helps who first? Alright, the deal. But who scratches whose back first? Ponders my question for a good while, studying me before she decides on a response. Have you met Torque before? In the course of your investigation or before? I wanted to, but on the Anarch side, I only managed to meet Mia, and she wasn't keen on the idea of two of us meeting. Ah, yes, Mia. Her expression betrays she's got some vicious stories to tell, but it would be beneath her to divulge them. Too bad. Maybe it could be a bonding experience. So here's the thing. A few months ago, Torque and I were together. A lot of things happened, and long story short, I no longer feel close to him. But from what I know, he still feels close to me. Back when I thought there might be something between us, I gave him a ring that has a lot of sentimental value. And since these days sentimentality is all that keeps me going, I want it back. So, my suggestion is, tell Torque's people I sent you, get inside his base of operation. Meet up with him, ask him your questions, and convince him to give you my ring back. You get to interrogate him, and I get to have my ring back. Then you hear my side of the story. Then I get to leave the city with your help. Everybody wins. More than one. He'll really let me in just because I tell them you sent me? They will. Trust me. That sounds too easy. What caused the two of you to drift apart? Irreconcilable differences in worldview. Well, I assume so, but that's a diplomatic answer. I'm going to involve myself in relationship drama of two ex-lovers. Need something more to go on. Will you? Yeah. She picks her words carefully. I realized I had become an element of his carefully crafted, projected image. Having me as a radical partner allowed him to present himself as a mediator while paying lip service to revolutionary ideas. A mediator. That's the 21st century for you. Everyone wants to be a middleman these days, and nobody wants to do what's right. Serious? Whenever I hear about Torque from the Ancilia, they talk about him like he's the second coming of Mao. If he ever seemed that, it's only because from time to time, people like me pushed him into doing an uneasy thing. Ever heard of the southern wolf and the northern fox? Both of them want to eat you for dinner, but only the southern wolf makes it immediately obvious. The tricky northern fox makes eyes and allows you to pet him before taking a bite. Torque loves to surround himself with northern foxes. They talk of compromises. They seem reasonable compared to the opposition, but at the end of the day, they have eyes on the same prize, power. Hearing this gives me a foreboding feeling, but I can't quite nail down why. All right, tell me where to go, and I'll tell you where we'll meet later. The pump! I'm just chilling at Torque's when suddenly a shrill, loud voice pierces my eardrum. And what the hell are you doing here? Oh, yay! It's the pissy lady from Torque's inner circles. Are you always this pissed off? It's probably a stupid thing to fucking do, but my brain was like, do it! Only when Ivory Tower bootlickers pop up to ruin my day. You want me to act happier, make yourself scarce. No can do. Your boss let me in here. The hell he did. Get out. I thought you'd be more open to cooperation after our last talk. Not when you're trying to make deals behind my back, bitch. Mia. Okay. There he is, walking through the door. One of the most infamous New York City barons, or as some started calling him the moment Callahan met his end, the Baron of New York City. Torque, we've talked about this. The situation is a little bit different now. Tamika sent her. What? Bullshit! I wasn't able to track her down for weeks. Well, I did. This is a reason to celebrate, not to get mad. Now, you allow the two of us a private conversation. No way. I'm going to keep an eye on her. You will keep an eye on the exit, and that will be enough, please. He puts on his best authoritative tone, and it works. No protest this time. Mia leaves the room. When talking to Mia, you mentioned cooperation. First I've heard about it. I tried to make friends with her so that the investigation would go more smoothly. Looks like it wasn't appreciated. Sorry about her. She can be overzealous, but usually it's not a bad thing. Yeah, sure. So, has she told you I've been trying to reach you for a few nights? I don't think so. Have you? Well, I'm the dumbass the court ordered to investigate Callahan's final death, so considering your connection to the case, I thought it would be prudent for us to talk. Ah, that's you. Yeah. Now I know you're probably anxious to hear about Tamika. I'm surprised to hear you two know each other. We actually met through this investigation. Anyway, as I was saying, I know you probably can't wait to hear about her, but I'd like to ask you a few questions first. I understand. Do your job. Did you know Douglas Callahan? Of course I did. We were both barons. Kept having professional obligations to meet each other. That was it. What was your private opinion of him? Same as everyone else's. A racist clown, mentally stuck in the 19th century, who spent too much time keeping the anarchs down. Glad he's gone. You mean you're glad he met his final death? Well, you know what they say. Hate to see you go. Love to watch you leave. Weren't you the first kindred who saw his corpse? I was, but it was his ghouls who found him. By the way, we've established that some of them tamper with the crime scene. They were properly disciplined. I mean the story. Let's move on. What's your alibi for that night? None. I was running around town the entire night, taking care of various issues unrelated to Cal, but don't tend to divulge them to someone from the Ivory Tower. So, you have no interest in proving yourself innocent? My official position was made clear. It's the Camarilla who are to blame. It's your job to prove me wrong. Kurwamhak. I probably did not say that right. I don't know what that is. I'll have to Google that later. At least for once, can I face a problem that can be solved with pure logic, not politics? Any findings on your side I should know of? Ask Mia. She's the one who handled the murder scene. I'm not privy to all the details. Oh, D'Angelo Agathon. Any idea who those people are? Can't recall. Sorry. The evidence I've found suggests a potential link between Callahan and Tamika. Any clue? I knew both of them well, but as far as I know, they've never met. That's it. Oh well, not sure what I expected. He's the kind of guy that could only be pushed to talk if he had something concrete to push him. Time to move on. Well, regarding Tamika. Finally. I'll cut straight to the chase. She wanted to inform you she'll be skipping town for a while. The SI is hot on her trail and she needs to lose them ASAP. Oh, I've told her countless times, if she's in danger, I will always be there for her. Does she think she can find a secure way out of the city in this situation? She's safe. So you say. She got some other friends in high places. She'll manage to get out. Gotta admit, that's not what I expected to hear. Or what I wanted to hear. Why did she decide to contact me? She wants her ring back. His aura changes in the blink of an eye. Ah, I see now. So that's why she didn't show up herself. Wouldn't even face me when delivering the final insult. Uh-oh. Looks like I stepped on a landmine. She said the ring was a symbol of the trust she put in me. No way in hell I'm going to give it away. Until she gives me the chance to explain myself. I need that ring to get Tamika to talk. But with the way he's acting, it doesn't seem likely he'd be willing to part with it. It might require me to act shitty, but maybe time to change my approach? Lie through your teeth. No, be brutally honest. Because Tamika would be. Fuck it, here we go. Ooh, trade updated. Plain Grill. Where do I see my traits? I don't know where I see those. Oh. There's some place I'm supposed to be able to see my traits. Loyal only to myself, glass half full. Not into bad cop shtick. Honesty is the best policy. Look, here we go. Listen, you're obviously the hottest new thing in town. People like you. People follow you. You're set to be the Anarch people think of when they think of New York City. Good for you. But you're obviously way behind when it comes to understanding relationships. Tamika gave it a serious try. She understood her path. She understood yours. She realized they're diametrically opposed. And that's that. You're not going to change her mind by acting like a toxic shithead and forcing her to come grovel at your feet if she wants to get back something that has great sentimental value to her. You want to earn her trust again? Don't act like a power-tripping asshole. Show her you're capable of responding to her concerns and that you're capable of being selfless. That's the only thing you can do to change her mind. Sorry. Okay, I'm done. Fuck me and my big mouth. Ugh. He approaches the door and throws it wide open. Mia. Yes, Pop? We're done here. Lead the lady out as quickly as possible. Yes, boss. Pop. I have a lot of things I'd say to describe his behavior, but I don't want to cause a diplomatic incident. No need. I'm going. Thank you for your time. Tell her I'll show her she's wrong. Tell her I will prove myself worthy of that ring. It's the last thing I do. Whatever. I let myself be let out of the building by Mia. Another mission failed. Time to meet Tamika and tell her the bad news. I find her already waiting in front of the Jewish Museum. How'd it go? Let me put it this way. I'm not surprised you dumped him. So, did not succeed. Now, he got mad and started yelling about how he will yet prove himself to be worthy of that gift. Then he ran me out of the building. Is she trying to stop herself from laughing? What's so funny? Nothing, I'll be honest. Kind of expected that. Just nice to get a definite confirmation he's still a bit of a toxic asshole. That's all. Well, glad I fell for the oldest trick in the book. Would be cool if, for once, a kindred telling me to do one thing didn't mean another thing entirely. Oh, don't be mad. I wanted to be sure of something. Now I am. As far as I'm concerned, you've kept your end of the bargain. It's time I repay the favor. Last year, a certain fledgling appeared in the city and attempted to build a coterie. That list you found on Callahan? That's the list they've got. They contacted each of us and found themselves in deep shit. S.I., Kaiser, Sophie, Langley. Some shadow players manipulating everything from behind the scenes. Then they disappeared. Kaiser. That name popping up once again. It can't be a coincidence. No one knows where or why. Doesn't really matter. It happens when you punch way above your weight. Hope they're doing fine, despite all odds. Well, Sophie's definitely not. In any case, Quark got involved too. That's how I met him, actually. He got hurt, didn't want to say how, claimed it could put anyone who knew in danger. That's right, he got hurt when we went to confront the prince and Callahan on the island. Whatever happened, we gave him the drive and the desire for change. For 2 months, he was a beautiful kindred, plain and simple. But suddenly, something in him snapped overnight. His tone mellowed out, his actions became timid. His language became more befitting of a political science student than a charismatic leader. I assumed he met someone who made him an offer he couldn't refuse. But I had no idea who that was. And then, one night, I followed him. He went out, and I saw him scheming at the docks with Callahan. When he came back, we had an argument. When he refused to explain himself, I knew I was on my way out. And that was that. Stand for stand. Wish I'd known that earlier. Might have confronted the facts with him and learned something more. He never told me of all kindred. What makes you think he would have told you? He's got a point, I suppose. All right, thank you. Now it's my turn. Here's your way out. Point at the manhole below our feet. Here's a map of the sewer. Follow the route, then burn it. You'll be looking for a one-eyed Nosferatu wearing detective gear. Tell him I sent you, and give him the agreed-upon amount of money. What kind of route will I be taking anyway? An armored van full of precious coffins. My man knows how to arrange them to allow for unnoticed extra cargo. Her face darkened. Circulatory system. What did you expect? The rich and powerful always get the blood they want, one way or another. At least tonight, one of their roots will be used for something good. She drops her shoulders in resignation and opens up the manhole cover. Fine, but remember, if it doesn't work, I'll be back at your doorstep with a vengeance. It's the last thing I do. I'm sure it'll work out fine. Just beware of a giant albino ghoul alligator while you're down there. Ghoul alligator? I didn't know you could make animals into ghouls. I never even thought to try that while playing VTM. I didn't have to. I was Gangrel. They just happened to work with me. Mika rolls her eyes. Sewer ghoul alligator? Pure information. It's just a story New York kindred tell to neonates to mess with them while they're still gullible enough to believe anything they hear about their new world. Oh, that makes sense, I suppose. Oh, maybe you can't. Huh. I never even thought to try, so it depending on your DM, so to speak. Your fucking... Yeah, I'm just gonna stick with DM, because they're the same fucking thing. If they're real cool, they might let you do it. I don't know if it's an official thing you can do, so never tried. Well, this is goodbye. If in a few months you hear that the First Light presence in Los Angeles has been decimated, assume that against all odds, I'm still unalive and kicking. If you keep killing indiscriminately, you might cross the line of no return, you know? Can you take it easy for a while? Not until my brothers and sisters in blood stop being slaughtered. I care about what's left of my humanity. Turning a blind eye on kindred who in need would be even less human. That's the kind of person she is. And probably will be until the very end. Must be comforting in a way to know how your path will end, yet to follow it all the same. I could never do that. Here's some parting advice for you. We might be monsters, but we were lucky enough to be born into a world that's even more monstrous than we are. If we rebel against it, we might still find salvation. Only I could believe it. Didn't expect the preaching tone. Why are you telling me this? Because I think I have a pretty good nose for people's auras. And when I take a good look at you, I smell a penchant for ruthless opportunism. It's not much, just a hunch, but you seem prone to giving it in to the Camarilla's empty promises of safety and their petite bourgeoisie values. I think I should take offense to that. I hope you do. That would reflect on you well. In any case, whatever happens, see you in your next life, Julia. Safe travels, Tamika. I skipped tonight's visit to the church. I'm not in the mood to see Ben. I'm still embarrassed about yesterday's outburst. And I'm kind of pissed none of the clan elders in Chicago bothered to reply to any of my fucking reports. No advice, no feedback, nothing. I feel like I was left utterly alone. Besides, it's late. I always get back to the apartment early in the morning, right before it gets bright. It's getting risky to be out here so close to sunrise. Accidents can happen. I'll try to get back earlier tomorrow night. Attempt to surprise Dakota. Yeah. I'm back. Yay! How was work? All caught up? I managed to get my deadlines postponed. All our clients are canceling and delaying orders left and right. Huh. Does that mean you'll have time to help me with my makeup tomorrow? We'll see. Perfect. Alright, I need to disappear before the sun catches up with me. Hey. Yeah? I love you. Oh. An uneasy silence fills the room. I'm not getting out of this one, am I? No, I have to. I didn't lie to the Baron of New York City tonight, so I'm not going to lie to her. I know. Flashes a sad, forced smile as I leave to rest. Ouch! Oh, you Star Wars'd it. Bitch. You could have said literally anything, but you Star Wars'd it. What's sad is I've never even seen Star Wars and I know that fucking line. Okay, I'm gonna call it here. And we will pick up from there next time. I was excited to see Tamika again. I love Tamika. I'm a sucker for gangrels. Sorry, yeah. Love me a good gangrel. So, when we come back, we will continue. That's really all we can do. I will see you guys later. Thank you for hanging out with me and enjoying VTM with me. I want to try to do like distinguishing voices for the different characters, but fatigue makes it really hard, and then the fatigue also makes it hard for me to remember what voice I gave to who. It is what it is. I won't make excuses for it. Oh, excuse me. I need to take a break and let my voice rest, though, because that is a lot. Doing visual novels is a lot of strain on my voice and my body as a whole because of the AF. I think I mentioned it before. I don't remember. I haven't edited the video yet. For those of you who don't know, I have ankylosing spondylitis. Had an MRI of my SI joints to just make sure things weren't, like, joints weren't fusing together or anything, because my hips have been subluxing, so they wanted to check in on stuff for that. They didn't find any issues, but they did find uterine fibroids in the process. So that got sent over to my Lady Bits doctor. Lady Bits doctor ran some tests. The uterine fibroids are not life-threatening, but she did say that if we let them go, they're going to get worse, they're going to multiply, they're going to get bigger, they're going to get more painful. So I have to have a hysterectomy. We don't have a date as of yet, but I will keep you guys posted on that once I know more. I'm trying to save up as much money as possible so that I can pay bills, after I have my surgery, because it's going to put me out of work for 6 weeks. I won't be allowed to walk dogs at all for 6 weeks. when I'm not doing YouTube or Twitch, I walk dogs for a living. At least I try to. It's getting harder for me to keep up with that because of the AS. So trying to save up as much money as possible. I don't want to ask you guys give me money or anything like that, but if you would consider watching my VODs over on Twitch to help generate some passive income for me, I would appreciate it. Coming to the live streams, subscribing, just being there and interacting would really help me out a lot to save up some money to pay bills when I have to have the surgery. I'll be on bed rest for at least 2 weeks, and they said I probably should not be sitting at a desk during that first 2 weeks. So for 2 weeks I'm going to disappear, and then I'll probably come back and start streaming a lot the last 4 weeks if I'm feeling up to it. We'll see what happens. I know some of you are used to seeing my face in videos. Others are new to the channel and they just see the PNG tour and assume that it's for my privacy. It's not for concealing my identity or anything. It's because I am so fatigued and tired that I don't feel up to putting on a face, so to speak, for streaming and recording videos. So the PNG tuber allows me to put on a face without putting on a face, if that makes any sense. So, yeah, I'm going to call it here. If you guys have any questions about ankylosing spondylitis or hysterectomies, feel free to ask me in the comments. I try to check the comments. Sometimes some slip by and I don't see them at all because of the way the filtering system works. But I try to respond to them and at least read them and react to them so that way it shows that I've interacted with it. Because like you guys are my support system to get through the AS and everything. Like you guys, I can't tell you how much it helps me just to know that people are watching these goofy ass videos and coming to streams and just, you know, hanging out like that. That helps me a lot. And I hate to be like your stereotypical content creator. Be sure to like and subscribe kind of thing. I hate doing that. That's why I don't usually do it in videos. But it does help me out a lot if you guys do that. Especially with having surgery go off. I don't make money on YouTube anymore. I used to, but then the adpocalypse happened, and because I had Honey Pop on my channel, even though I took it down, they kicked me out of the program to make money on YouTube. I still have all the other benefits of like being able to post hour-long content and whatnot, but I don't make money on YouTube anymore. So I have to reapply for it, and I have the subscribers, but I don't have the watch time. I'm sitting right at 50% of the watch time. So I don't make money from YouTube, but I do make money from Twitch. I'm an affiliate on Twitch. So if you pop over there, follow, if you're able to subscribe or to use Amazon Prime to subscribe as well, that would really help me out a lot. Or if you just, you know, come to streams and hang out and chat with me while I'm live or watch my VODs, that's a huge help too. I don't want to ask you guys to give me money. Like that's not what I want to do. I hate doing that. And right now I know everybody's struggling financially because fucking hell, everything that's going on. But yeah, so that's my update that I waited to the end of the video to give you. I don't fucking know why. My brain worked good. Anywho, I'm gonna call it here. Thank you for watching, hanging out, and listening to me ramble at the end of the video here. And I will see you guys next time. Remember to do something nice for a stranger today. You just might save a life. Bye!